So to figure out if the rate of change will ever be negative, I basically need to figure out when is n prime of x equal to 0. So let's get that. It's 0 is equal to, now I'm going to write this using the fraction method. So I'll get 1000 x over the square root of 280 plus x squared minus, and here I get 500, this 2 and this 2 cancel out, so I still remain with 500 x. Now I have squared plus x is x cubed over the square root of 280 plus x squared, and that's all cubed. It's cubed and then square rooted, plus 10. Now this number is actually kind of hard to calculate. When does this equal to 0? It's going to be actually a very small negative number. But what I can do is I can look and see that the only time this number is, I'm going to group these two together. Now I'm going to make a common denominator of this. So my common denominator will be square root. Let's leave it as the cube root. So 280 plus x squared to the power of 3 over 2. And the way I accomplish this is by multiplying top and bottom here by 280 plus x squared. Okay, so I'm going to end up with 1000 x times 280 plus x squared. I'm going to get minus 500x cubed plus 10. Okay, I'm running out of room here. But simplifying this together, I can factor out here 500 and an x. So I'll get 500 x times, now what's left from the front part here will just be a factor of 2. So I'll get a 2 will come into here, and I'll get 280 times 2, which is 560, plus my x squared, but 2x squared. I'm going to get a minus, well, I took out 500x, so minus x squared all over the square root of, no, I'm going to leave it as the 280 plus x squared to the power of 3 over 2. I still have this plus 10. I'll move it to the other side, equals minus 10. Now if I look at this, I'll do some sort of analysis here. This denominator, 280 plus x squared, always positive, no matter what. No matter what x value I have, this will always be positive. Here I have 2x squared minus x. Those can simplify to become just plus x squared. 560 plus x squared, always positive. So the only way I can get a negative number is this part right here. So I have a positive, positive. This one has to be negative. It's going to be a very, very small negative number. So x must be negative. It must be less than 0. But and if we go all the way back to the very beginning, we see here that this only works for positive numbers. So x had to be greater than or equal to 0, because you can't have negative weeks. So if x is negative, but at the very beginning x had to be positive, therefore this can never be negative, and therefore the rate of change can never be negative as well.